This is the process of attaching the flaps on our Duskins. It's the same, or more or less the same, across all models with some very small variations, mostly just in whether or not there's the attachment of blocks afterwards. Everything else is more or less identical. So we'll start off with the left side. You want to attach your washer to the plastic bar. This bar is essentially like a small support that joins the flap to the seat, and prepare the D-ring by fitting in the bolt there. So, be attaching this flap. Make sure that there's a good bit of space between them. Line up the edges and insert into the piping that is the lining of the flap, and slide it along until these holes line up. Now, it can be a little bit challenging. It's probably not going to be too much of an issue if there's a flap that's already been attached. You then want to feed the bolt through the hole that is in the front of the flap and pass through the plastic that's in the head of the seat. So it just popped in there. Can be a little bit more difficult sometimes, but this time it's gone in simply. And then a 12mm bolt, 10mm bolt, sorry, with a washer through there. Take our hexagonal drill bit and tighten that all the way, and then just loosen it a little so you've got a little bit of movement. You then have two more positions where you fix the flap to the seat on the inside. These ones are held together by screws, and we will need this drill bit, the Phillips, for getting that through. So you can pass it through the hole first and then line it up with the plastic. And then just fit in there. Same again with this section here. Little plastic tab, line it up, drill through, then line this up with the hole just past the midway section of the seat. And that's fixed down on this side. Turn it over. And here we will have the top of the flap, which is also the point where the top of the block will fit in. Just check to see. Yeah, that's been tapped. Take our hexagonal bit again, line it up, and that is fixed in place. This is present on all flaps, not just the ones that have the blocks. When you do want to put your block in, you'll want to remove this one, and where your block will be attached, you can rotate it around and then screw in the top of it here. Repeat that process on the right hand side. So washer over the plastic, ensuring there is a sufficient gap here, lining up and sliding over, fitting that into the piping. Slide that down until it lines up with the hole. Taking the bolt part, sliding it through the hole on the D-ring piece, and then lining it up with the flap, pushing down and angling it until it's over the plastic and feeding that through. Again, this is generally quite a straightforward bit. This is more challenging with some of the smaller pony models, but it still lines up. Just a little bit more work with the smaller ones. Tighten it all the way up and loosen it a bit for movement. Take our screws and the other drill bit, pass it through, line it up. And that place is fixed. Line up on the plastic tab. And then into the hole. The next step, some of this will be done when the models are sent out, but it's good to see how the girth straps line up. So the fixings for the panels are the same as the ones that are used for the rear holes of the girth straps. So we will get our girth straps and line it up so the top edge is facing outwards, so it sits as flush as possible to the seat where it's going to get fixed. We'll take a 10mm bolt with washer, pass it through there and fold it up. This is where it fixes in. Don't need to do that too tight just yet. Take our point and balance straps. Balance strap, the straps facing up whilst we're assembling this. Feed it down and through, so that's over there. Take our panel bolts, fix that into place. Put on the front one. Same process, strap facing up, feeding through from the top. And the bolt that we put in at the front before, take that out whilst holding the back of the bolt in so it doesn't slip through. We put the 10mm bolt through the hole, put that back in place. Now we have our girth straps fixed. Just do the other side. So these lined up, edge facing upwards, so sitting flush, fitting the bolt through middle hole and folding over. Strap facing up, feed through from the front and to the back. And same again with the front, strap up, fed through, finger at the back to ensure it doesn't slip, because that can be a little bit of faff otherwise. Feed that through, fix in place. So with your girth straps, feed these through. Sure, this is all very rudimentary, but we have a particular layout for the Duskins that makes them function best. So what we do is pass that through, fix that in place, pull the straps through the flaps, and pull tight. These bolts being loose means that we can line them up, and then tighten these. With these bolts tightened, because these the rear bolts will be removed regularly when for changing the panels and so on. We staple these in place so they're fixed to the seat. You can then remove the panel without the girth straps moving around. But as such, these sections will be non-removable, and these two bits will be able to come away should you change the girth straps over or change the point and balance straps. This is the general means of laying out the girth straps and attaching the flaps.